Good morning, my friends. Thank you for coming to visit me for another shave. Today's shave is brought to you by Oz Shavings Wicked. We are using a Eric Sorrentino Badger brush, and we'll be following up with the aftershave. And today, making a return engagement is that Gillette blue tip that I used on the last shave. And we also have our safety cat in the window here. She's just ready to spring into action in case something bad should happen. I will point out that emphasize, Sorrentino brush does have badger bristles in honor of Ohio State's game last Saturday. I think American badger, or North American badger, I was wondering, there's all kinds of badgers around the world. You got honey badgers, and you got European badgers, which look different from American badgers. And even in Japan, they have a species of badger. I don't know if all of them would make. I've succeeded again with the lather, just on the first try. I'm throwing lather all over the place. It's liquidy and smooth and very tossy. I'm sending globs of it all over the place. If one badger is better than another badger as far as bristles go. Because I'd certainly hate to be the guy that has to go out and shave the honey badger. And I don't know if they're any sweeter disposition than the regular North American or European or Asiatic or Asian badger. Have a little bit of trepidation now as far as the Fiesta Bowl goes. There goes safety cat again. That's twice now since I've been doing preparations. Is that we're playing Clemson in the Fiesta Bowl, and to my mind, Clemson is an unknown team. We don't really know how good they really are. They really haven't played anybody up until Oklahoma to really have an idea of scouting them out or anything. We have a basic idea, but it's either going to be a complete domination or one of those deals where our Buckeyes go in a little overconfident and get their butts handed to them. It could go either way. I would much rather have seen LSU try them out first, and then if we had to play them, I'd like to see an LSU-OSU game. I think that would be a pretty exciting game. But we don't know. I mean, that's just not how it turned out. We still may yet see LSU-OSU, depending on how things turn out. I do know that we have a rather checkered past with Clemson. Going back to my college days when Woody Hayes was our Coach Hayes was his down to the first meeting, I think. I don't know if it was the first time or just the first one I remember. He got in trouble spiting a player at the game, and that ended up in his leaving Ohio State. Ultimately, his retirement. I went to school at one of Woody Hayes' early coaching assignments. I grew up in a little town here nearby, Granville, Ohio. It's home of Denison University, home of in the 30s and 40s. It was called the Big Red Indians. Now they just call themselves Big Red. They kind of don't want you to say Big Red Indians anymore around there. But Woody was the coach there for some years before going to Ohio State. It was kind of cool. A bit of college football history. And Denison still features a single wing offense for some reason. Kind of a throwback, but interesting to see. My son graduated from there. I did not. I went there, but didn't graduate from Denison. I transferred to OSU. So I didn't graduate from Denison. But it's okay. It's neat to think about that. This so the bristles on this brush, I set it a little deep, so it didn't have a lot of. It's pretty stiff. But it's still a nice little brush. And this is one of Eric's earlier brushes. I like to call it R2D2, although I think it's shaped more like a Simpsons. But I like to call it R2D2 because, well, it's kind of shaped like that little robot too. But it does have the more of a shape. What, sweetie? Yeah? Uh-huh. Yeah? What did you see? Oh, it's raining outside, huh? She was giving me the heads up on something. I don't know exactly what, but it's nice that she sounds the alarm. I wish that she would lay in the sink and watch, but she won't get in the sink. I embarrassed her early in her career. She got in the sink just like the other cats do. Buster doesn't get in the sink either anymore because he's too big. But fairly early on, they were all pretty young. She's maybe 6 years old when Safety Cat Prime, Mittens, kind of invented the trick. He likes the smell, or used to like the smell of my shaving soaps. And he'd hear me stropping the razor, and he'd come in and curl up in the right sink. And then they had an in-service training, and he taught the other cats. She came in, and she got curious and stuck her face in my lather bowl and ended up with a nice circle of lather around her face. She looked like a little lion. It was just so cute. I laughed at her. And she was embarrassed and has never gotten in the sink again since then. Wow. I think we got another good combination. These blue tips are nice. For a mild razor, I guess you don't have to be aggressive to get a good shave. Let's see how we did with this. And we'll peek about and see what little girl was wondering about, or hollering about. Little tingle right there. So you can irritate yourself a little bit. And they're not. That's because it's a mild razor doesn't mean that you're not gonna get any irritation. But we are once again just real close to a fabulous shave. This will probably dry down again to a BBS. I've got just a little microscopic stubble, which now that I've got alum on there, I can't go back and get it. This stubble has risen after I put the alum on there. I'm going to clean up, do the cold water rinse the brush out, and I will be right back.
When you're thinking what Christmas gifts you can give your teenage son, husband, father, or any man close to your heart, think of Gillette. There's a Gillette razor priced for every budget. And here in the Gillette 3-weight trio, there's a light, medium, or heavy razor to suit any skin or beard exactly. Buy one with Blue Blade dispenser in this handy travel case for only 15 shillings. See this Gillette set in a high-quality red leatherette case for 32 and 6. Has a one-piece razor and Blue Blade dispenser. Here's the Gillette Aristocrat in this handsome lizard grain case for 45 shillings. A heavily plated one-piece razor and Blue Blade dispenser. And just arrived from America, this magnificent Gillette adjustable razor at £7, 10 and 6. This razor has 9 precision adjustments to suit every skin condition. This Christmas, buy him Gillette, the only way to get a real man shave.
Thank you for waiting. As the safety cat leaves the room, turns out to be BBS. Everything kind of settled right down. I did get a wonderful shave with Oz's Wicked. We lathered with Eric Sorrentino. I call R2D2 with Badger Bristles. Thank you, Wisconsin. I'm going to do a little, this was a cheap knot that I put in here. I may eventually reset this with, put a nickel under there or something and put a different brush in here. We used Gillette blue tip with the Gillette Silver Blue on its second shave. We've got our Thayer's Witch Hazel. And well, I'm really not going anywhere. I don't need to smell pretty. But it's been a while since I've used Wicked, so I don't even really remember what it smells like. It's got a real pronounced restrictor on there. So you have to do almost like cocktail shaking. You have to really work at it to get any out of there. It's almost fruity smelling. I don't know what it's supposed to be. It says amber, pepper, and spice on the soap. On the soap dish. I have no reason to believe that it will be any different in the aftershave, but it comes off kind of a sweet, fruity fragrance at first, and it's then just kind of settling down to something else. It's evolving even as we speak. But I like it very much. It's a great shave. I want to thank you for coming to visit me for another time together. I'm Major Rich on the Shaving Cadre. And if you're seeing me on Facebook, like and subscribe and visit us on the Shaving Cadre. It's a great place to be. Nice guys. coming into the Christmas season, everything else is kind of falling into place, putting another year to bed. So thank you for coming, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.